Hey y'all, it's Tabitha from Flapjack, and I just got back from the Teachers Pay Teachers conference in Las Vegas, and I wanted to share with you my experience from my viewpoint. And if you didn't go, I think you might enjoy this. If you did go, maybe you'll enjoy it. But to keep you listening, I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to share 2 special magic words sometime during this video, and you need those to enter the Rafflecopter to win this time mat. So I went to Las Vegas with my husband, and I live in South Carolina, so we flew, and when we got off the plane in Las Vegas, I realized Laura Candler had been sitting in front of me the whole time, and I didn't know. And so we hugged and met, and that's when I realized that all these people that I have been meeting online are actually real human beings, and awesome ones at that. So then that night, there's a blogger meetup in the Venetian, and so it was like 300 or so bloggers all together. We got swag, some awesome free stuff, and a drink, and then you're just trying to look at name tags and meet these people, you know, and not miss anybody. And it was really loud, and my throat hurt by the end of it, because you can imagine all mainly women just talking and talking. And they had awesome door prizes, and I won a small one, which is one of these things that you put on your door to keep it from locking if you have one of those heavy metal doors that automatically lock. I don't, so I'm gonna add that to the giveaway pile. Then that night I met Paula from Lita, who's a special friend, and Leah of Lectura para Niños, Addie Williams, Tammy of Teaching FSL, Jennifer Sloan, Formula Fun. Jennifer, I hope you're feeling better. She had a kidney stone and barely could do her session. And then Valerie Donaldson, which is a fellow redhead Georgia Peach. And there's a lot more, but I can't remember, and I know that it was kind of the thing, you're meeting and greeting. And the next day, we had to do pre-registration, so you had to pick up your stuff, which was more free stuff, bag, drink, and we had a bottle, not a drink. And they gave you this name tag that you had to wear during the conference with your sessions on it, and there was a bunch of other stuff in there. And then that night, I got to go to the Fix restaurant in Bellagio with a bunch of awesome upper elementary bloggers. Tessa McGuire, Mary Montero, Angela Foster, so nice. Laura Candler, Rachel Lynette, the cutest little millionaire, right? And then Stephanie Raymond Moore, Jennifer Rundy, Ashley Swinford, Nicole Shelby, Amanda Nickerson. At my table that I got to really talk with was Blair Turner and her husband, Mr. Steve. Check out his store. He is a former pre-K teacher and just opened up shop with early childhood resources, Mr. Steve. And then there's also Joey Udovich, who has these awesome teacher binders, and Shelly Gray from Canada, most adorable accent ever, although she denies she has an accent. She has no idea how cute she is. And it was a wonderful night, and I really enjoyed getting to know all of those ladies. And then the next day was the big day, the TpT conference. So we had breakfast, and it was very nice in this big meeting hall. And I actually wanted to share, I stole something, but they had these little mini jars and stuff. I love mini anything, so I stole that and probably keep it forever. And then we had keynote speech from Paul and Deanna Jump and the CEO. It was very inspiring. I think everybody that went will say, you could just feel like that energy, and people like, oh, I want to really get, you know, this TpT thing down. And then it was time for the sessions. We had 2 sessions in the morning, lunch, and then 2 sessions. And so they were all obviously amazing, but you had to decide. Each session had like 4 or 5 choices. So I went with my first session was copyright, because I just feel like about that, with Amanda Nickerson and Jen, this lady who helps TpT with copyright issues. And we just learned what you can't do, what you can do, and then all that stuff in the middle you kind of probably should stay away from or do your research. And then second session was Laura Candler, who did about Facebook, and I learned so much. Even though I already know a lot, I feel, about Facebook, she had awesome investigative research that she had done and shared, and so many tips. Session 3, I did blogging basics with Hedda Moore of Miss Kindergarten. And if you are wanting to start a blog, or you started but you're just getting into it, you got to get the info on that. And I think all of these sessions are supposed to be in video format soon, because that will save you 3 years. It has taken me 3 years to get to the point where I knew the stuff that she was talking about, because, you know, if you're not just natural blogger like I'm not, then you need the info she has. The last session was Lindsay Perro of doing TpT full-time. Not that I won't leave my job, because I have the best teaching job, and I'm not just saying that, but she's done this for 2 years, and she was very real, very down to earth, and she made you think about the pros, obviously, but also the cons, and just the things that you have to research and figure out to make this work, like she has. And she was really cool, and she gave us these cute little notebooks that she had put phrases on and stuck this little tape on that. And as you can see, I love little stuff, so thank you, Lindsay. And awesome people that I met was John Hughes, who has 6 children. He also taught a session. He's just as nice in person as he is online. And Heather from Hojo Elementary Resources, and Sally of Elementary Matters, and Natalie Lee Max, Made by Teachery Tidbits. Okay, check this girl out, because she's from my hometown and she's awesome. And so I met other people, and obviously, but it was just kind of the thing you're meeting, and it was a whirlwind, really. Like, I'm just sitting here right now, like, what happened? Then after the 4 sessions was happy hour, and so you're still trying to make and meet those last few people that you can. And I met some newbies, or TpT babies, they were calling themselves, that had just opened up shop. They were so excited and enthusiastic and wanting to learn. And I met some more bilingual buddies. I forgot about Angelica Sandoval, Hilda Escamisha, Gemma Perez, and there was another lady, I can't remember her name, but those were my bilingual friends. Check them out for their resources. And also, I met Reading and Writing Redhead, Bex is her name, and I have to give her a shout out because she was so cute. And then Hardcore Teaching Resources, Bridget is her name. Love that girl, love her style, her onda, as they say in Argentina, and just she was super cool. And thank you, Bridget, for coming and talking to me. And then Jennifer White and her, I don't want to say sidekick, but her friend Tanya of Tanya's Daily Alphabet, and Jennifer obviously is first grade Blue Skies. She taught the session about making things pop. And she was so kind and helpful, even though I'm sure she was exhausted. And I was so glad to get to meet her. So I didn't tell you, my special words are Lita, that's capital L-I-T-A, capital L-I-T-A, because that girl, her real name's Paula, but she made my trip, and it was just a very special friendship. And it was very sad when we had to say goodbye. Her and her boyfriend, they went out with me and my husband to Planet Hollywood and Old Town Las Vegas, and she is just fabulous, and her work is fabulous. That's how I knew her to start with. But anyways, you got to use that to do the raffle copter giveaway. And then I want to also say that my husband and I, we stayed 2 extra days, and we went to the Grand Canyon West. If you are in Las Vegas, that's the closest point. It's 2.5 hours in car, or you can do a bus. They have excursions, and it's just well worth the money to get the Grand Canyon experience. And what can I say? If you haven't been and you want to go, try to connect with people. And that's what I realized that I've got to do better on, is just connecting with people, because you will always learn more from others than you can from yourself. Even though there's Google and the internet, there are some really awesome teacher authors that are very Vegas savvy, that they know how to do it on the cheap. And so I would just connect with people and start setting aside money every month and making this a priority and then a reality, because it will happen next summer. and I'm hearing it's Las Vegas, but I don't want to say that for sure, but it will be somewhere, and you don't want to miss out, and I don't want to miss out unless finances aren't there. I will be there. I don't want any FOMO or whatever that is. I had to like Google that, to be honest. I didn't know what that was. But anyways, so thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe, and and please enter the giveaway. It's just for a week, and I'll put the ending date when it's ended. And I hope that I'll see you at the next conference, or earlier maybe. Just please let me know who you are so we can connect and learn from each other, because that's the biggest thing that I learned at this conference, is that together we are stronger in this TpT community. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.